Hey guys, what's up? It's the Pixel Warden, and this time we're gonna be doing a tutorial episode to build a good mid-game house so that your house actually looks good and it can do things that you want it to do. So first we're gonna want to make a 9x9 area like that and fill it out with stone bricks, like not the entire thing but like the borders. So in this video we're going to be looking at how we can make the interior as well and how we can make the exterior look good also. So now we have this filled up with stone bricks. So now we got to make this 5 blocks tall, like all the way from here, and no, we're not going to be adding any windows. You'll see at the end, like not 5, maybe 4 blocks tall. Yeah, we'll just make it 4 blocks tall. So I'll see you guys when it fills up. We have our area filled out completely, just like this. And now we will go 4 blocks across. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we'll put a block right here, and then we'll like make it so that it's like the same level as those, and then we'll just fill it out until the end of that. Something like there's not really much to do here, so I'm not gonna do it off camera. So something like that. Oh my god, something like that. So now that we have the base, like the base foundation of it, we're gonna start putting spruce stairs, so just like this. So we're gonna put it up till here, because like that's the end point, and then we're gonna fill the rest in with spruce. You could do this with slabs or full blocks. Like since I'm in creative, I don't have to like conserve anything. You could do it with slabs as well. That would also be nice for saving. And yeah, so now that we have our little platform over here, we're gonna like border this out. 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks high. This is the main house part, like the main part where the house is gonna go. Something like that. And then that. So now that we have those borders, yeah. So we have the borders now. So this is gonna be the ground floor, and this is gonna be like the top floor. If you couldn't tell, my bad. That was kind of easy to tell. So now this is gonna be our main entrance. We're just gonna do like a small decoration, not that fancy, and then like 2 lanterns on top, and then slab. Okay, wait, that's not a slab. And then slabs over here, and then I forgot to take a trapdoor, spruce trapdoor. Something like that would look good. Wait, no, wrong way. Okay, no, maybe that wouldn't work. So something like that would look good. Or if you want, you could go a bit over and do that on every corner of the logs, like so. So something like this. Oh wait, my bad. So something like this would look good for a trapdoor design. And then after that, we're gonna fill the floor, like the roof for this, with spruce, and the floor for that. Again, you could use slabs over here if you want to conserve material, just in case you're like starting out. And also, instead of stone brick, you could also use cobblestone, but I don't think it will look as good. For now, let's just place a temporary light. We're obviously not gonna keep that forever. And then we'll just leave some room for a staircase or a ladder. You could do a ladder if you want, but staircase would like obviously look better. So now we're gonna fill in the rest of the walls with stone bricks. So I'll see you when they're filled out. Now that we have all of that filled out, as we can see, it looks a bit odd on the bottom. So instead of keeping these blocks, we're gonna like cut them off and then put stripped spruce logs so that we can have a border for them like this, and also it'll look a bit good on the inside as well. So I'll just do that real quick on all sides, and then okay, wait, time set day so that like we can see what's going on. And then yeah, so the stripped log design makes it look like the sections are actually divided and they're not like converged. And obviously it looks a bit weird as a house since it has no windows. So we'll go ahead and add some windows over here. So like they're going to be on the base of the stripped logs so that it looks like a bit more fancy and designed, I guess, whatever you want to call it. And on this side there's going to be one very big window. Or you could like divide it into two. I'm going to divide it into two so that I can like put stuff in the middle, like things. And there's going to be no window here, or like you could just put like two tiny ones, because you also need space to like store all your items, chests and all of that. So yeah, or you could keep that side as the chests. It really doesn't matter as long as you keep one side. So yeah, so now that we have that, we're gonna work on the lighting situation. So on every single corner, just like this, lantern, so that like it never gets dark and all of that. So, and then we're gonna add the door so that zombies just don't come in and knock on your door and like, hey, I'm here to kill you. Okay, that's different. That's a different topic. Not right now. So now our base, for now it's looking like this. So first we're gonna add some spruce fences over here, and instead of like this being all spruce, let's just keep a light source in here for now. We'll like get back to it later. So now that we have that, that's all blocked off and it looks a bit good. So now that we have spruce fences over here, we're just gonna have to ignore that trap door over there. And then we'll just add some here for like, because like, so that it looks even, you know. And then just so that no one like walks in here randomly. Actually, you know what, just make this out of stripped logs so it looks better. And then just keep 2 fence gates to keep it even, I guess, for extra security measures and all of that. And just, if you want it to look better, just put like stone brick over there, or cobblestone, depending on the materials you have. So now currently our base is looking somewhat like this. It will be a bit different at the end, don't worry. And now for the roof, you're gonna like wanna place stairs like this. It is interrupting this part a little bit, so instead of making it that complex, we'll just keep it just like a simple hanger over here, so like it doesn't interrupt much. So, and then we're just gonna go around the whole thing. Wait, this is gonna take some time. And then after this, we're gonna be doing the bottom floor, which is gonna be like main storage and all of that floor. Yeah, and the furnace floor and all of that. Yeah, so first we're gonna, oh god, we're gonna put all the stairs like this, and just keep doing this until you want it. Like, it usually starts looking good after you put like 2 layers of it, just like this, but you could keep going, and the more you do it, the more it's gonna look better. I usually do it up till 3 and then I just leave it, because like after that it starts using up too many resources. So that's what we're gonna do in this. We're just gonna go up till 3 layers of stone stairs, and obviously I'm gonna do this off camera, and then we'll fill the top in with slabs. So yeah, this is how the house is looking like currently. I know it doesn't seem like 3, it seems like way more, but after 3 I like just added 2 layers of slabs on top of each other, which is way more resourceful, and it does make it look better. So that's that. And yeah, and also just add stairs over here so that it looks a bit more natural. You could do something like this if you want to, and like put trapdoors all the way down, something like that would look better if you have the resources to do that. So might as well. And oh god. Okay, that's messed up. And same design over here. One stair block. And trapdoor for the rest. Or instead of putting a stair here, you could just put like a full block or just that, something like that, yeah. And same over here, you could just do something like that, and then yeah. By the way, I've never done this before. I'm just putting some, like, I'm just doing this I'm going with the flow for this. So like I'm doing this based off scratch. I'm making new ideas every single moment, so I'm kind of shocked that I'm still here. So yeah, and that was a lot of voice crack. Okay, so, and if you wanna change this part here to look better, you can do that too, because the corners would look better as stripped spruce. Okay, that's messed up. And then we're gonna put that over there, that over there. And then, yeah, now it looks better overall. And you could put a little chair design over here, so that like a chilling area, like outside, something like that, and then a fence, and then a trap door, or whatever you want, even a slab, pressure plate or something like that. Pressure plate would be better, but since I don't like have it in my inventory, I'm just too lazy to get it. So you could put something like that just to like chill at all of that. And so this is where we start the bottom part. So in mine, 2 holes out, we have the door. Okay, wait, we have the door over here, slab design like the casual one, and then that won't work. Okay, let's grab our lanterns because they really spice up the build. So like there's gonna be barely any space for windows. Actually, we don't want that. We want 2 windows right here. So like that and like that. And now it looks a bit good for bottom store, like a bottom floor. And there's also gonna be a door here. This is just gonna be like this is actually going to be a storage room or something, or whatever you want to do with this room. Or you could just make it into a tiny little farm for a temporary source of food or something, or just in case of emergency. That's what I would do. So yeah, because that's a lot of extra space to work with. So first you're gonna convert the floor into spruce slabs. Yeah, so I'll do that off camera. See you when it's done. This is how it looks like right now. Slabs. I also made the staircase, a few lanterns on some fences, and the farm area. 2 lanterns here, 2 lanterns there, and yeah, that's good and all. So now we're done with the bottom floor for now. We'll come back to it later when we go for all the furniture on that. For now, let's just see how it looks outside right now. And yeah, it looks good. If you want, you could add a few windows here so that it looks more like natural and all of that, and it doesn't look oddly spaced out. And here also, obviously, you could make like a really big window here. Obviously you don't want to go into the stairs, so this is all you can do, really. Yeah, so yeah, that's all basically. And then that's the farm staircase. If you want, you could like add more lightings over here, like lanterns, so that like even the space around you is lit up. On these strip locks, you could just add lanterns. It looks better, in my opinion, but if you don't have the resources or the iron to waste on that, then just do normal torches. It's gonna be a difference in looks, that's all. It's not gonna be that much either. So now we're gonna go for the inside. So our basic needs, enchanting table, obviously. If you're in mid-game, then you would need that. Bookshelves, grindstone, and yeah, the anvil. Okay, wait, my man. And then obviously crafting table. Well, okay. And then obviously you'll need a furnace for your smelting room. Because if you don't have that, I don't know how you're supposed to cook things, but yeah. And obviously chest storage. How could I forget about that? So the chest storage is gonna be between like these four blocks. So we're gonna do something like, okay, that does not work. So for now we'll have to be like that. Okay, just place 2 temporary blocks over here so that you can get them to be a double chest. So yeah, no, just place them normally, don't crouch. What am I doing? Same thing over here, just repeat. Okay, so now you have a decent storage room. You could like put trapdoors over it so that it looks good. Something like that, trapdoor design. Trapdoors are good for designs. Like, even though they like cost more wood and all, they're worth it for the designs. So yeah. That's basically your chest room. If you want to do something like this, you could do that as well. Okay, wait. That looks good as well. So that you can like give your chests all the protection they need, I guess. I don't know what you could do with that. And just place a few crafting tables here if you want, or like, yeah, not here. There's no space here. You could just do like a craft, like you could just maybe do something like furnace crafting over here. Same on this side. Furnace crafting. So that you have some space, and like you could like top this one off with trapdoors. Not so much for this one because it has the lantern. You could also like just remove the lantern and then wrong block, and then put one above here. It really doesn't make a difference. It just makes your things look good and more secure. And you could also add one to the side, because why not? That's just gonna trouble you. So yeah, now you have a dedicated station to do this. And now we're gonna need to make our enchanting room. Yay. So now we're gonna need obviously 1 block gap between each, because it's an enchanting room and that's needed. So I'd suggest you make it here. You could do something like 1, 2, 3, and then, no, that's not exactly 3 blocks, my bad. I mean, you only need 15 bookshelves, but I'm like overdoing it because I have enough, and I'm doing it so that it looks better in general. And if you check it, yeah, it does have 30, so you should be good. With a design like this, you could also, if you want it to look better, you could just like add a book or crafting table, or your grindstone and anvil, and then a crafting table. Or you could just add a smithing table. It's totally up to you. So yeah. Yeah, that's like a good enchantment setup. So now since you have in your enchanting room, just focus on the beds, because you really can't sleep without them, huh? Oh my god, why am I typing that? These are full blocks, wait. That's a problem. Where did I use slab? Okay, I could have just gone into my inventory that time, bro. So now we're gonna get our bed set up. So something like this, and then bed, whatever color you want would work. So I'll just put blue for now. And yeah, that's basically your bed, I guess. If you wanna like add trapdoors here, you could do that. Or that doesn't really work, does it? Wait. Yeah, it doesn't, so you can't add trapdoors. Yeah, sure. Just add like more of these to spice up the corners, and then you could obviously add a light source like lantern over here. I don't know why would you need that much light when you're like in bed, but like, and then you could just like add a furnace wall, blast furnace and all of that, smoker, and then some furnaces. So since this is got before, you could do something like 3 smokers, and then blast furnaces, then crafting table. I don't know, the crafting table seem a little bit odd over there, but like it works. It's a bit compact, but since it's your starter base or like your mid-game base, it should do the job. And then obviously you have storage and some things handy over here. And yeah, your storage, and then your wheat farm. If you want to go like make this look even better, add some leaves around and all of that, and then you should be good. They should look very good as a starter base. Or if you want it to be your starter base, then obviously it should look very good, because the starter bases are usually not this big. Like day 1 starter base, and like, okay, that was weird. So yeah, this is the entire base. I've shown you how to do the interior and all of that. So yeah, that's our base. Thanks for watching the oh my god, my voice. Thanks for watching the tutorial, and if you liked it, please subscribe and leave a like. You don't have to subscribe or leave a like. If you like it, then leave a like, obviously. But yeah, that's the end of the video. Thanks for watching.